Hi Taurus, welcome to your April 2020 reading. I'm going to insert, if I have not already, the beginning of this video, just kind of explaining what's going on, what my setup is about. And I am using The Fairy Forest by Lucy Cavendish today, along with The Animal Spirit by Kim Krans. And I hope you enjoy this reading. I'm going to try to keep it under 20 minutes. Please like, share, subscribe, look at everything down below. Check out my website. Please subscribe also to my Instagram and Facebook. I try to have free content at least every other month as far as group healing or a reading or something along those lines. Please check out my Patreon as well. And I hope you guys are staying safe, and I really appreciate all your blessings, support. Please leave comments whether it's about this video or not. I like to hear from you. I like to hear what's on your mind. I'll reply as soon as I can. I really want to make sure this is an active community. It's just not me, putting content out there because I'm bored. I really enjoy what I do. It's part of my purpose, I feel. And of course I got a lot to work on like we all do, but something I really like, and I really hope you guys enjoy it. So I'm just going to go ahead and start pulling cards, and sometimes I might see some angel numbers. Sometimes I don't, but I'm seeing 43 and 72 right now, and cards are flying everywhere. So you guys got a lot of messages. Give me a minute. I'm gonna get down here. Sorry, guys. And healer, nourishment, nurture. Beautiful card. So this card's really saying that this month, Taurus, is about rediscovering what that can mean for you. You've done it for a lot of people. Right now, Spirit's really calling you to look at yourself. Don't berate yourself, guys. I'm hearing, I don't want to be narcissistic. I am so tired of being alone, blah, blah, blah. Those are all valid points, but where are you avoiding your self-care? I'm one to talk, right? But this has really showed us how important it is for us to redefine what a healer means. That we don't have to necessarily have the calling to have the healing touch. We don't have to be certified to heal and nourish ourselves in the earth, to nourish each other. We could say a prayer for someone, and that's being a healer. That is being nourished. And really understanding, again, I say this a lot in my channel, but getting back to basics. What can you eat that you've kind of forgot existed because you're such in a hurry? Slow down this month, Taurus, and realize that there's a lot of nurturing energies that you've kind of forgot about within you. And it's really about getting back in touch with who you are unconditionally. And again, don't be comparing so much where it isolates you even more than we have to be in order to get the blessings and anointing that is coming forth through this. I really believe and hope and pray that we all get blessed somehow, and the ones that have been affected, they somehow will, be blessed threefold. So I really want to talk about these other cards here. Prophecy, guidance, direction. So again, this is the last group had the same kind of energies here. Prophecy, foreshadowing, things like this. So again, Taurus, there is something reaching out to you within the spirit realm. Maybe it's something within you. Maybe it's just energies. What's going on? How can you get the guidance and the prophecy? Tapping back into this card, it's within you. You're being kind of isolated to open yourself up to possibilities and to gifts and to anointings and to blessings that you have already had within you, but you've been kind of distracted somewhere else. And it's not your fault, it's life. We get a lot going on. But this is saying this month, Taurus, that there is something there for you. You might not have the lottery numbers, but prophecy-wise, you will start seeing how much you have done for others, you've done for yourself, how many blessings has really come, and what is still to come. It might just be developing your third eye, developing your intuition, understanding that, yeah, I could have intuition. It might not be 100% right all the time, but it might be 99.9%, and I'm going to trust myself again. After a heartache, after a breakup, I don't know why relationships coming up for you guys, but that's what I'm feeling. There's been something going on that is making you step back and not to berate yourself or the other person that you had a fight with, and seeing that maybe you had a gut feeling it wasn't going to work out, but you wanted to trust this other person more than yourself because you didn't want to seem judgmental. Again, letting go and falling away from those energies that is not really condescending, but is really just harming you and your vibration. Focusing on your vibration, Taurus, this month is very important because of the energies that are surrounding us as a whole, but especially you. I'm seeing Spirit show me a lot of mental fog, a lot of dark night of the soul and the mind energy, which is very interesting because me being a Libra, I've been kind of feeling the same thing, but I feel like you're awakening. You've already been kind of awoken, but the awakening is coming deeper. I'm seeing almost like a Kundalini energy for you. So paying attention to that is important. And then you have the Mabon, Shining Hope Future. So this was pointing this way. And I read them up, down, face up, upright, face down, left, right, you know, reverse. And this to me is saying that the future has hope. This month is going to give you, I'm seeing the tail end of April. The first of the month for you guys seems to, again, I'm seeing a lot of darkness. Not saying that, you know, someone's after you, you're getting hexed or anything like that. It's just fears and stagnant energies within our mind, and we need to release and purge and release. And so focusing in on what these words mean for you, what you would like to see. So for an example, we have right here, we have shining. So what do you want to shine in your life? Is it your hard work and dedication? What do you think hope could symbolize in your life this month? Could it be hope that you get your finances back in order and maybe better than before? Things like that. Focus in on that. What is the goal for that? What could it mean for you? But also be open to allowing these energies to be open-ended, and that they can surprise you greatly just by being accepting and grateful for what comes in, but still kind of having your own goal, you know? It's going to be really helpful for you to stay positive. And then you have the sigil keepers, symbols, signs, and messages. Again, you guys have a lot of spiritual connection here. And again, I'm getting drawn back to not only you individually, you know, mind, body, spirit connection. It's not really it's spiritual, but it's more about relationships for whatever reason. So I don't know if you guys have been kind of back and forth with someone in your life, or you're searching for someone, but there's going to be signs, symbols, cues, and more of a welcoming energy than before. Spirit's kind of showing me this, so whatever reason, I don't know if you guys kind of had someone be disloyal or whatever the reason is, you just kind of disgusted. But this month I'm seeing you starting to slowly recuperate. Spirit's showing me like a wave of water, like ocean energy, which is funny because I felt guided to use my seashell today. So maybe clairaudiently you will start hearing things, whether it be your intuition or whether it just be songs that keep replaying. Sigils to me is like you write down something and you make it shorter and shorter, and then you draw a symbol. So it could be an actual sigil, but it can also just be a vision board, and that gives you messages through it. It could be geometry shapes. Archangel Metron's very, I'm going to write this down because this is the second group that had Archangel Metron with them this month. So I think it's important to possibly do a collective channeling with Metron and see what's going on in April and why it's so important that he is being noticed for all of you. And so pay attention to that. There's going to be, again, I feel like there's downloads going on for all of us. But for you, Taurus, I feel it's about relationships, anointing of your relationships for whatever reason. And I'm not saying that it has to be outwardly. You know, it could be with yourself, you know, healing a part of yourself that you've kind of disowned for a while, or you're scared to let out because you're afraid of so-and-so thinks this way. I'll never have a healthy relationship because I'm going to show maybe the damaged part of me, whatever that may be. Again, I'm sorry, I doodle sometimes on pen and paper because it helps me flow the channel. So that's just what I'm feeling for you guys, being open to those possibilities and understanding that April is slowly emerging for you. Spirit's showing me a card in another deck, which I can't remember which one it is, but I think it's by Colette Baron Reed. I'm sorry, I'm getting a chill down my arm right here. And it's about kind of like an iceberg and how people only see the top of it, but it's submerged in so much emotion, so much energy and spirit that is conduit. And they don't realize that this person is going through all this and that they have kind of absorbed all this information, this energy. So maybe that has something to do with the relationships, you know. Maybe someone's going to finally open up, or maybe let go of some of the attacking energy, so to speak, because some of you might have been psychically attacked, and I'm so sorry about that. It's been going on, I feel, with all this energy. It's just kind of like a high vibration time, not in the good way. So we have to protect ourselves. So paying attention to that. The next card that you have is Abundance, Peace, and Contentment. So again, this was in the near future in April. So you might start feeling that this has rewards, this solitude energy, and really doing some soul searching. I feel like a lot of you have done it. And then others of you is what I'm seeing Spirit show me is you've waited for other people to do soul searching, to get their act together, to come back in your life and really make things right. And again, you're not really berating yourself or this person to the extent as some people have, but you're having your standards, and that's good, because I'm seeing a lot of you, Taurus, have been taken advantage of a lot. They're showing me within, like, some of you, this might be too long, depending on the age, 12 years. I mean, that's a long time, you know, so, and don't fear if you've only been going through this 3 years, you're not going to have to endure 12 years. That's not what I'm saying. But again, if you add 1 and 2, it's 3. So, I mean, I do feel like you've been kind of taken advantage of, and you've had to rebirth yourself, mind, body, spirit. So I do feel like April can be your month as far as healing relationships, because it's peeling back what Spirit's showing me. It's peeling back these energies that have been kind of not complicating things, not complimenting, I'm sorry, but now you're starting to, what Spirit's showing me is softening up, you know, people's heart and emotions, because these people, I'm seeing Spirit show me spinal cord, backbone, and they're saying that they have took it way too far. That, oh, that person has a good backbone, they're not going to get taken advantage of. Where in return, again, they're getting so hyped up on that they forget that they can hurt the other person, you know. So this person might be coming around apologizing for whatever reason. 17 is coming up, 45 angel numbers, and 33 and 31. So there's a lot of angel numbers, guys. I would look into those. I'm just going to pull a couple cards for your animal guide for April. Ooh, a lot came out. So you have the frog. So again, to me, this is symbolizing, with it being yellow and it pointing down, to me, this is talking about how this person has affected your solar plexus, how it's kind of dimmed your light and your will, and how this person, they're going to have a wake-up call, and they're going to either apologize or, not really shunned, but it's just going to be an energy that they're going to have to repair with you. Whether you get back with them or not, it's going to be a karmic retribution. And it's going to have to be done because, again, I feel like there's nothing left that they can hide under. There's no more rocks necessarily in hard places that they can really boast or be egotistic about. It's their ego's being exposed in a way that is like, oh, dang, I need to fix that. Moth. Again, to me, this is about rebirth. It's about getting through the darkness and being like, this person being like, crap, like, I have a lot of darkness within me and around me because of my actions. And so I really need to create change. Butterfly, again, transformation, understanding that they had to go through, you know, they had to have what Spirit's telling me. They had to have their days in the sun. They had to have their lottery day. But now they've took it too far and their luck turned upside down. And they are getting the repercussions of what they've done to others, you know. So it's kind of like a justice. It's kind of like karma. But it's maybe not in the way that you want. That's important that you guys understand that they might not fully get it. Some of these people are not ever going to change. Some of them will be, it will be unavoidable. They will have to change if they want to have love in their life, you know, because, again, Spirit showing me the poison apple, like, come on, they're doing it to themselves. And fire ant is like this, so that's telling me it was recent past. They've really done a number on you. It feels like a hex. It feels like hot foot powder. It feels as if someone has really just made their whole life to upset you, you know, or affect you in a way. Maybe their intention wasn't as evil as you may have thought, but it wasn't positive necessarily. It wasn't just. It wasn't... Everything's unfair in this life, but it's like, whoa, how did you stoop so low? How could you not see what you've done, you know? So they're awakening, guys. So April for you, Taurus, is going to be very interesting to see relationships unravel the way they have kind of kept wound tight. It's a release. It's, you know, unwinding, and it's very entertaining because I see Spirit show me popcorn and just relaxing and letting your solar plexus heal. Tarantula and the near future. So again, like I said, some of them won't change. Some of them you have to watch out for and put your guard up, but that will in return help your relationships. You're getting to know yourself and trust yourself and your intuition. But those that feel like you might have been too hard on yourself or the other person, or maybe that person's realizing that they were really hard on you and they want to apologize, they're really going to try to create a new harmony with you, a sanctity with you, and teamwork, you know, because I'm seeing the spider collecting food and creating a new web, and really understanding that, yeah, they might have some maybe considered toxic energy, but if they use that power of the toxicity in the right way, it could be very helpful and constructive to those around them. And it doesn't necessarily mean they're evil. It's the way they use their power is the big message here. How are people in your relationships using their power, and how is it affecting you? You know, so pay attention to that this month, Taurus, and I hope that this makes sense. Please like, share, subscribe, check down below, and I'm sorry it ran over a little bit later, but I hope you enjoyed and you got a lot out of this. Stay safe and blessings.